Hello, I'm Sean, and with the impending launch of Anthem, we've come up with some tips and tricks so you don't feel as if you're a worthless grabbit. Let's have a look. Anthem is a game that requires you to understand what kind of damage is needed. Shooting your weapon constantly works, but if you're against an enemy with a bubble shield, use a lightning or an ice ability. It will do bonus damage that will bring that shield down quicker than just shooting and yelling. But if the shield is physical, say with a Scar Enforcer, and their health is yellow, fire or acid will deal more damage. Take into account that elements also cause damage themselves. Once the enemy is inflicted with fire, it will do damage over time. Ice freezes the enemy in place, giving you a chance to deal damage in their weak spots. Acid ensures the enemy takes more damage as it's melting their armor. And lightning will cause splash damage that impacts nearby enemies as well. Sharing is caring. So how are these elements important? They can help create combos which will deal considerable damage and also create a wonderful spectacle to impress your loved ones. So is there a good start and end to a combo? Yes, and you can even find these out using the Forge. If you go to your character customization screen and look at your abilities, you will either find this icon, which means it is a combo starter, or this icon, which means it is a combo finisher. Use this knowledge to combo with your own abilities or with your team. If you forget which one is which after you choose them, have a quick look down to the bottom right of the screen at your abilities and they will have the same icons. You're welcome. The javelins also have individual combo effects, which I will go into whilst also looking at the javelins themselves. At the beginning of the game, you'll be playing as the jack of all trades Ranger, a javelin that has good mobility, shields and health. The Ranger is a great and versatile suit. Once triggering a combo, the Ranger will inflict bonus damage to a single target, meaning if you know you're up against a difficult boss, the Ranger could be quite effective indeed. The Ranger can use all the weapons available except heavy, as that honour is reserved for Colossus, the big boy of the group. A little more on him later. All javelins will have 3 specific abilities who all have different variations, which means more customization and thought needed to loadouts. The Ranger's ultimate ability is the multi-target missile battery, a finisher capable of locking onto all targets the Ranger has in view before firing multiple missiles out of its shoulders. You get to start the game in the Ranger Javelin, so if you love it, keep going and the game will give you the ability to permanently unlock it before you head out on your first adventure from Fort Tarsus. Alternatively, you can select from one of the other 3 javelins and pick up the rest as you progress through the game. So let's have a look at them, starting with the behemoth of the group, Colossus. The Colossus is the devastating heavy weapon tank of the group. It can't use pistols or SMGs, but when you're using a shield, you won't even notice. Colossus's individual combo triggers surrounding explosions, dealing area of effect damage to those near where the combo was finished. There are several loadouts you can create for Colossus, including a class focused on absorbing damage, which takes advantage of its ability, Taunt, to divert enemy fire away from your team. Use it to save a javelin in trouble, or to distract an enemy so your team can reach and attack its weak spot quicker. Siege Cannon, Colossus's ultimate ability, creates a huge explosion that takes out enemies in an area or can be used on a boss for big damage, and it is one hell of a sight. The Interceptor is the quickest and most agile of the group. Dodging, in particular, is super effective as you can do up to 3 dodges to escape from danger. Treat it as a deal massive damage and then disappear character. That is until you trigger your ultimate ability, Assassin's Blade, which turns the Interceptor into an invincible melee killing machine. The Interceptor's combo special gains the element that finished the combo as an aura. This means that anyone within a small distance of your Interceptor will be inflicted with damage from that specific element. And finally, the Storm, the elemental damage dealer that can raise terror from hovering above the battlefield. Storm uses a powerful technology known as seals to boost the latent kinesis powers of its Lancer. What I'm essentially saying is it will make things go pow with amazing effect. Combos are incredibly important in the game to create as much chaos and damage as possible, and the Storm is perfect to start and finish them, especially with its ultimate elemental Storm, which will blast enemies in a radius with every element available in its arsenal. So what does Storm's combo special do? Once they perform a combo finisher, the ending element will jump to all other enemies in the vicinity. The place where you'll be relaxing, accepting quests, and interacting with excellently voiced characters is your home base, Fort Tarsis. Fort Tarsis is a safe place to relax during your downtime, find lore, and generally chill. You will notice as you progress that the characters in Fort Tarsis will talk to you about different subjects, what has happened, and their own personal experiences, giving you more of an in-depth and personal story that can be missing in other multiplayer games.
Ah, who told you that?
Anthem, outside of its missions, strongholds, and brilliantly scripted storylines, contains an open world that you can truly explore. Navigate the area to look for chests, bosses, and special events which give you that lovely loot we all crave, including crafting materials to improve your javelin. You can show your weapons and javelin design out on the launch bay, a community location for everyone to come hang, chat, and dance in their unique javelin. Talking of unique javelins, Anthem has an incredibly large catalogue of customization options. You can change the design of your legs, arms, chest, head, the colour of individual parts, vinyls, and even decide on the wear and tear of your javelin. All customization options you choose will not affect your stats, meaning you can look as cool as you want without worrying that it will impede your effectiveness outside Fort Tarsis. You can pay for cosmetic items, or you can unlock them by playing the game. It's totally up to you. And that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Anthem. This game will receive constant updates as they are truly in it for the long haul. So expect Anthem to evolve over the coming months and years. So there were loads of tips and tricks that you can utilize this weekend. Wait a minute, did you not know you could play this weekend? Well, if you look on the description, there's a link, press it, and it'll tell you all about EA and Origin Access. Subscribe as we're doing regular content, ding that bell so you know about the regular content, and I will see you soon. Thank you.